So here we are looking at NEOM. This is the weekly chart. Been getting quite a few questions on it, but just now finally able to get to it. And being that it's Friday, figured, hey, why not just do the weekly chart? Very interesting week. Actually, I should say very interesting past couple of weeks. Obviously here, just a massive move. And this week was more suited for the day traders. You can see a nice range here. But from the weekly chart, not the best week, but at the same time, the weekly chart is still hanging in there, so I'll explain what I mean by that. So let's just first get started and map out some support levels, which kind of leads into the first thing, and probably the thing that really sticks out to me the most about this chart is that this purple line here, which is the 50-week simple moving average, was a key level of resistance, and you can see last week price busted above it. So going into this week, the key thing was just maintaining and closing above the 50-week. And sure enough, you can see right here, although not by much, the price was still able to maintain and close above the 50-week simple moving average, which is valued at, actually, let me do something real quick. There we go, which is valued at 0.028. So that was, like I said, the first thing that really popped into my mind and when just looking at the chart. And on that same note, this is going to be the first key area of support on the weekly chart. Obviously, if you're a day trader, you really don't care too much about the weekly chart. But if you're in this for a longer term trade or a swing trade or whatever you want to call it, then the weekly chart is something that you should want to pay attention to. So after the 50-day support level, or I should say 50-week moving average, our next level of support resides right here, which is based on these previous highs. So that level is at 0.023. So 0.028 and then 0.023 are going to be the key levels of support. But then the must-hold level, which if you look real close here, you can see the low of this week came right down to basically this blue and gray line, which is the 10-week and 20-week simple moving averages. And those are based at, let's just call it 0.015. So the must-hold, no excuse level is going to be the 0.015 area based off these moving averages. And like you can see here, when you look close enough, the price did come down here, hit a low of 0.061 or 0.062, and so it bounced right in the area that you would want to see it bounce. Resistance-wise, not really too much to say on this one, just because we have basically the same high right here, so resistance is pretty easy to see up here at 0.058, we'll call it. Change that to red for resistance. And then I just want to end on, as far as volume concerned, if the price does drift down more this next week or go sideways, you want to see this volume bar, the smaller the better. Whereas if there is some sort of upwards movement, then that's where you want to see, the bigger the volume, the better. So again, any sort of sideways or downwards action, you want to see the volume be as small as possible. And then the exact opposite is true with any sort of green candle that you see. So if there are any other questions going into next week on NEOM, please let me know. If not, I'd encourage you to check out bullwarriorstocks.com. If you go in there and sign up for the free newsletter, you'll be sent a free ebook. With your newsletter subscription, you'll get chart setups, trade ideas, educational pieces, all sorts of things from big boards on a penny stock. So there's a good variety, something for everybody. It is all free. We've been making some good money together. So I'd encourage you to go to the website, sign up, and see what it's all about. One more time, this was NEOM. Thanks for listening, and enjoy your weekends.